pretty interesting. This is just a quick comparison. This side gets much more sun on the right here, and the growth is not nearly as good for the tomatoes. And like, they're not dried out. It's still moist in the soil, but everything over here looks much better. I'm pretty sure that's why. But this is like full sun all day, and there's been a few times when I left this thing completely sealed up because it was cold at night, and then I just went to work in the morning and it got hot during the day. So that could be part of it. Like, they just were overheated at one point and kind of got stunted. I don't know. But these are doing really good. It's still May and we have tomatoes coming already, so that's awesome. Still have to find a spot for these hot pumpkins. Got some lettuce. Chickens are chilling out here. Getting big. I had to make an adjustment to the coop in here. So I put the roofing on the inside of the roof. And I'm like, okay, there's an overhang, so that'll be good. Water just drips down. And then I came out here when it was raining. I had the roofing on the inside of this metal, and the water was just dripping down on the ground, all around there. So the only thing I figured out to do was I looked over here and it was fine over this. It was dry on that end because I slipped the plastic behind the metal over there. I was smart. So I just cut it slightly. I cut it around like right here, and I slipped it behind there, and then I had these leftover strips at the bottom, and I just slipped them in to extend it down a little more. So now it'll drip behind that metal and go onto the ground instead of going into the coop. So I'm happy I did that. I was really annoyed that I didn't notice that when I was putting them in. It was like the quickest, easiest way to do it was from the inside, because over here I have the fence right up against it, and there's a post there I would have had to take out. Just planted tomatoes over here, and I saw these are all volunteers from last year, spoon tomatoes. Got a bunch of them that seeded themselves and came back. I just noticed this. Hopefully they're not all spoon tomatoes, because I definitely don't want this many. We had this bed here was just spoon tomatoes, and it was way too much for us to manage. That's why there's so many on the ground. There are just millions of tiny little tomatoes that we took forever to pick them all, so we couldn't keep up on them. I still have to weed this. This is all still in the way, so gotta get some time to grind these up very soon, hopefully. Okay. Some herbs over here, and I planted peppers. That's a ground cherry there. It's getting eaten up already, but I harvested the radishes and they didn't come out the best. They're just very tough and small, so I'm just gonna compost them. I forgot them there actually because I didn't care too much about them. And this is yellow squash. Beets look pretty good over here. Got a few carrots. And then I planted peppers over here and I don't know what happened. They're just gone. I think birds got them or something. It's so weird. Lots of strawberries. And this is a new part of the garden I just set up. I'm not done yet. Just have to get some T-posts in on each side and so I can straighten them out and line them up together. These two are close, but this one's pretty far off. I have to bend it a little as well. But I found these on the side of the road for free. I was really excited about that. I've been wanting them for a while. I was gonna do that here, but I decided to just buy this greenhouse instead of, at the time I didn't feel like going through the effort to buy those cattle panels and build them. I thought the greenhouse would be, so this greenhouse is, if you see, there's netting, so I use it in the winter as a greenhouse, and then I'll take this plastic off soon and I'll use it as a trellis to hopefully grow like cucumbers and stuff. This will be like hopefully a whole tunnel of cucumbers or squash or tomatoes, whatever. I can vine them up through the trellis here. Some cherries. And the shallots are doing okay over here. They've been drying out a little bit, getting a lot of sun. And we haven't had much rain, and I haven't been quite on top of watering. I'm still working on getting the pump set up, which will be hopefully pretty soon. Thanks for watching for now. I'll come back with another update soon.